FM Umuahia, Real 99.1 FM Aba, and Family Love 99.9 FM Umuahia. I will have the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Prince Oke Kano, here to talk to us. As usual, Executive Brief highlights the outcome of the weekly Executive Council meetings and key updates of the Dr. Alesoti administration. Welcome, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you, Francis. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Listeners.
All right, here also is my colleague and co-anchor,
Ijoma Wakama. Thank you so much. A wonderful listener. Stay tuned.
Of course, I remember yours, Francis Umban, is saying, keep a date with us. Listen and learn what is happening recently in the State's Executive Council. Of course, Honorable Commissioner, His Excellency Dr. Alesoti, with the official unveil the Abia State 25-year development plan. Where and what time is this even taking place today? And above all, what is this Abia State 25-year development plan all about?
The development plan, thank you, Francis. Just like I've said in the past, the plan is a 25-year-old plan that is designed to structure development in the state. Hitherto, people come to power and they come up with ideas and projects that reflect who they are. But when this administration has decided to go a different route, and that is sitting back and looking at our state and the economic conditions of the state, and coming up with a plan, a design plan, very deliberate and intentional, that will drive the development of the state for the next 25 years. And the idea is to ensure that you have a plan in place whereby any government that comes into power will follow that plan, so that by the time the plan clocks 25 years, which will be about the middle of this century, that's 2050, we would have come up with a certain level of development in the state that is structured. It doesn't matter whether the person is from party A or party B or something, but the idea is you have a structure, you know where you're headed. And that is the difference between us and the Western world, where you see presidents come in, they more or less change a few things, but there are certain programs that will never change. Issues that concern the citizens of the country, they never change, about their welfare and all that. And for them, certain aspects of the but not so here when it comes to infrastructure and development. So what this plan speaks to is a structured way to develop the state, and it is a plan that will help us take a long view of our resources, the resources at our disposal, and the resources that we need to garner to help drive the developmental agenda of the state, particularly under the watch of His Excellency Dr. Alesoti. So is a very is one of the signature projects of this government. Like I did say in the past, a lot of people measure governance and development in terms of bricks, in terms of bridges, roads, flyovers. That's a brick and mortar approach. But if you look at it very well, governance has a lot to do with intangibles. Those intangibles are things you cannot see or touch, but are very, very key to the development of the state or country, as it were. So this plan is designed to address all those issues. This is intangible, or you can't hold it as such, but it's going to be the signpost that will lead this government and successive governments along the path, a chosen path to develop this state. So that's what it is, an important one, and it will attract a lot of partners, UNDP, PIND, PACE, and even the Abia Global Economic Advisory Team. They are going to be present. Members of that advisory team will be present during the the launch. Of course, the mayors of our local governments, captains of industry, traditional rulers, all very important stakeholders, because the economy and development affects everybody, whether you're in party A or party B, whether you're a religious leader, a traditional leader. If the economy of the state and the development of the state is not gotten right, then nothing happens. So to that extent, it's an important day for Abians and for this administration, and His Excellency is going to carry out that function, and Abians are encouraged to come to the venue. The venue is the International Conference Center, and the time for the event is 2 p.m.
today.
Yeah, 2 p.m. today.
Okay, so
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Another good news from the ESCO yesterday. Abia State government says it is set for the official launch of the first batch of 20 units of Abia State electric buses under its mass transit scheme. So, Honorable Commissioner, I'm sure our listener out there are eager to hear more details about this.
Thank you very much. Now, well, that's the good news bringing to Abians. Continue to bring good news to Abians. This mass bus transit scheme to the head of His Excellency, and is one of the promises about revamping the transportation structure in the state. That's exactly what that project speaks to. And we've been on it for quite a while. The launching of the bus services is only a manifestation of what has been going on on the ground. We're speaking to the Abia Transport Transformation Project. It has to do with a situation whereby you have to develop our local transportation system such that it will be both available, accessible, and affordable to Abians and Abia residents. It started with the building and placement of bus terminals. Sometime last year, when we clocked, this administration clocked one, His Excellency used that opportunity to flag off that project simultaneously in Umuahia and in Aba. So those bus terminals are state-of-the-art bus terminals. The type you see in London, if you go to Paddington, I think they are being designed after the Paddington station.
yeah,
and all that. So
metro buses too in the US.
Yeah, so these are modern bus terminals, and the pilot project is for the two to commence in Aba and Umuahia. The contractors and consultants have been at it. It's not an easy one to handle. And you could see when we talked about moving traders from EC Gate to Afara, the new market, there is all part of the plan. The idea is to that whole area to change the look and feel of that whole EC Gate area. That is where that terminal is situated, and the former Tremor complex, that whole area will be. So, like I did say, it started with the building of the of the bus terminals. The one of the things that government has done is to plan to evacuate people from that gate area. So while the terminal is being built around the gate in Umuahia, a lot of Aba is being constructed around the Aba Mega Mall, somewhere at Osisiama in Aba. So having said that, these buses, 20 of them have arrived. They arrived sometime in November, and 20 more will arrive early in the year.
Additional 20.
Additional
Wow.
20. And thereafter, another 20. Then a few months into 2026.
The commercial drivers might protest.
No. By the time we move further into next year, we'll have about 100 of them. What this transport service speaks to is to complement what those people already in transportation are doing. They're not meeting the demands. They're not meeting the demands of. That's why you see people stand on the road waiting for buses.
Yeah, especially.
There's problem with availability. There's problem with affordability. There's problem with comfort. There's problem with safety.
Yeah.
Yes. There's problem with environment because they're using fuel. There's electric buses that are eco-friendly, environmental friendly. So what this government is doing with the rollout of these buses is complementary to what is already in place. We're engaging the stakeholders in that area to say we are here to complement. And this government, being a very strategic and compassionate government, will have a way to carry everybody along, all the stakeholders, so that at the end of the day, there won't be any resistance from any area. Like I did say, it's complementary. But now, once the buses start operating, Abians will be happy. Abian residents will be happy because you have more buses out there to move people, to move workers, to move students, to move commuters across the cities. In the morning, if you go through our roads on the gate, around Umudike Junction, you see people standing out there, no buses. Then if you see keke that overloaded, you see some people, the driver will be on the right, somebody will be on his left, hanging out, and all kinds of funny stuff we see. That is not what this government wants. So this government wants some sanity, and government wants some easy access. So we won't chase them out of the way. They will be there operating at their own level and in their own way.
Yeah.
The government will now say, okay, you have a choice. You join Keke if you want to join Keke to do some short runs. You want the bus to take you over a longer distance in comfort and in safety. Join the bus. You make a choice.
Yeah.
So it will be such that it will be affordable to Abians, it will be safe, and it will be timely. So you can see part of infrastructure is the bus shelters that are being constructed all over the city. We started from Abbey Ronsi Boulevard. That's where we started, and started coming up into the city. So at the end of the day, we have maybe about 30 bus shelters across Umuahia. And it's from those centers, when fully operational, that these buses, will be picking people.
Okay.
So certain routes have been earmarked, but we may not make them public immediately. We are still working on them to ensure that Abians and the residents get a feel of what these bus transport services are when they're fully rolled out. So infrastructure is very, very important. Like I did say, the bus terminals are now, the buses are going to be rolled out. Of course, you have the bus shelters where people will from where they will bought the buses. So everything is being put in place, all the infrastructure, to ensure that it will be, in fact, a very smooth experience for Abians and residents when fully rolled out.
Well, I mean, it's taking a new look already, and
okay. Let me add that part of the infrastructure is what we call junction improvements.
Okay.
If you look at certain parts of Umuahia, some of the roads or junctions are being expanded. Okay. Around that Umudike Junction,
yes.
Around the way that leads to Government House.
And the FMC.
Yes, junction and all that. So some of those were being touched up. It's called junction improvement. If you look at the one in front of Opera Square, where you have the traffic light, you can see that place has changed.
Yes.
The whole idea is to make it possible for these buses to navigate from those areas. so that when fully operational, from there they can navigate straight into the terminals. And there'll be other outlets when fully operational around the EC gate and all that. So they're expanding all these junctions so that these buses are pretty long, so they can pass through them. Yeah.
So the Honorable Commissioner, a lot of good news coming from the ESCO briefing yesterday.
Hold on. Talking about good news.
Yeah.
We are going to do a pilot, and that pilot will mean that Abians may enjoy free rides during this period.
Wow.
Okay.
Visit those buses. So that's going
that would be great.
You know, you are making me let out a lot of things. But since we have this opportunity, let me do that. Abians are going to get free rides for a while. And the idea is to give them that experience. This is what is coming. Feel it. It's your own. And all that. So it's not going to be the first time this government will do a similar thing. If you recall, when this government came in, there was a tax holiday for about 6 months. The government gave a tax holiday to Abians and said, don't pay any tax, don't pay any levies. Just go ahead and then do your business. So it was after 6 months that we now decided to start collecting, you know. Like His Excellency will always say that taxation is government's share of the prosperity it has created for its people. So the government wanted to create prosperity for Abians when we came in before we started taxing them, right? For 6 months, nobody paid any tax, any levies in the state. So this time around, government is doing a similar thing. Government is going to give free rights. Enjoy the service. How do you feel about services? I was prior to the official rollout.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
A lot of good things for Abians. Also, another good news coming from the school briefing yesterday. The Abia State Global Medical Mission, in collaboration with the Abia State Diaspora Medical Personnel Healthcare Intervention Mission, commenced actually yesterday and will be on till the 28th of this December. Honorable Commissioner, where are these where are the centers for this mission, and what does it entail to benefit as an Abian?
Doesn't entail anything. All it entails is just for you to be an Abian.
Okay.
An Abian resident.
And it's free.
It's free.
Wow.
If you recall, sometime the past week, it trended on the social media, you know, everywhere that Abia State, I think that was my briefing last week, that Abia State saved up about 2.5 billion naira in medical costs. So that money that was saved up is from missions like this, free missions, free medical outreaches. People are asked not to pay money. The government invests money in this thing, in collaboration with the groups that render these services. So this time around, this global medical outreach is being organized within Abia State and our doctors in the diaspora, Abia doctors in diaspora, majorly coming from the United States of America. So they've come to render these services free, giving of their time, their expertise, their knowledge. Government is only collaborating with them by providing certain logistics for them to thrive. And it's holding in 5 centers. It's holding in Umuahia here. It's holding at the Abia Specialist Hospital. Okay. It's holding at IHK Medical Center, the Uzuakoli Methodist Hospital, Okoko Item Health Center in Bende, and the 7-day Adventist Diagnostic Center, Umuahia. So these are the centers spread across the state where at least the 3 sanitarian zones, anywhere you're situated, you can easily reach out to go and get treatment. And they are going to carry out a lot of surgeries, some very sophisticated, very complicated. They've done it severally since this administration came into office, and they're just going to do it this time around. So that's one way they are paying back to society, and that's one way government is ensuring that Abians have easy access and affordable medical care as promised by His Excellency. So Abians are encouraged to go out there to take advantage of these free medical services while it lasts. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So
I
far,
just
so
think
good.
after this one,
We'll
we should
start
open the
taking
line.
calls,
The calls
yeah.
after they're coming in already.
Yeah, I had wanted them to get the information first before they start asking. Don't forget the number to reach us and be part of the discussion is 0814-299-1448. Honorable Commissioner, we also gathered that the governor has assented to the Abia State Startup Bill, a legal document which will enable the state to establish a framework to foster innovation, develop tech-enabled startups. For the layman out there, what is this all about in simple terms?
Okay, the Abia startup law until recently was a bill that was passed by the House, and His Excellency recently assented to it. Is now law. Is now Abia State Startup Law 2025. And that startup law is such that will help to encourage Abians, Abia startups to invest in digital technology. It will help to attract investors to the state, those who want to invest in the digital technology. So it will benefit both companies already in operation, benefit our SMEs, our startups. The world is going digital, and Abia State must not be left behind.
Exactly.
Our SMEs and young people will not be left behind. So this law now will speak to that, and this law will help us to implement the Nigerian Startup Act 2022 in Abia State.
Okay.
There's already a startup law in place, from the federal government, but now we want to domesticate that law in Abia State. We want to start practicing it in Abia State.
Okay.
So this Abia startup law now gives us the leeway to implement that federal law in Abia State. Yes, so that's what this whole thing is all about, and it's all looking good for our state. Our people are doing very well in that field, and that speaks to the Tech Rise event that will be coming up on Saturday.
Okay.
The second batch of graduates of second cohort Tech Rise scheme will be holding on Saturday.
Okay.
The first cohort, 500 people were graduated.
Wow.
19 of them were offered automatic employment by His Excellency.
Wow.
So this second batch, that 850, and these people, what is this all about? They've been trained in ICT and associated skills, and these are the kind of people who will come out there to implement this startup law. That the kind of people we want in the digital space. So you can see it's an ecosystem that the government is developing for our young people who are very good in the technological space. So let me use this opportunity to speak to the fact that on Saturday, the 20th of December, His Excellency will graduate that second batch.
Wow.
And the event we hold at the Jack building. Yeah, so I don't know what His Excellency will do this time around, but I know the first cohort, the laptops they used, the government asked them to take them home. They were giving those laptops as a free gift.
Up to date laptops.
Yeah, so
I saw some.
So this time around, I don't think it will be anything less. If anything, it could be more. So let's keep our fingers crossed and wait for what will happen on Saturday.
Hello,
Thank you.
good morning.
All right. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Who is on the line?
Mr. Ndubisi, I'm calling from Umuahia in Umuahia local government.
Say, Mr. Ndubisi, eh?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Ndubisi.
I'm calling from Umuahia in Umuahia local government.
Okay, Mr. Ndubisi.
I want to use this opportunity to thank this our executive governor for massive job he's doing in Abia State. Of truth, you've never seen it this way before. Let me thank him especially for retrofitting our primary health center and functionalizing it. And honestly, it is a very big work, worthy of commendable. And the people of Bobo, we are grateful to him. However, Honorable Commissioner, a lot is still much more desirable. For example, sir, this community I'm talking about is bordering between Akwa Ibom, but it's the last village from this end to Akwa Ibom.
What did you call it? I didn't get the name of the village.
Umuahia Okike.
Umuahia Okike in Iguano, sir.
Umuahia Okike.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, we are still lacking so many basic amenities and social infrastructures. Like our road is not very passable. Our primary school is, in a very bad condition. We have no electricity. In fact, Honorable Commissioner, to be factual, for about 5 years now, we've not known anything called electricity for more than 5 years now. And security is another problem that's been facing us. And we've been battling with those challenges. Honorable Commissioner, let me not also forget, this place is an agrarian area. And if government can cite any industry here that is based on agriculture, I know it will excel very, very well. So please, sir, look into our matter. We are in a very pathetic situation, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Their comments are well taken, but then, and thank you for your kind words for the governor and for what he's doing. However, you know that all your requests will never be met. But I can assure you that this government is a listening one. We'll evaluate the things I've said, and we'll begin to look at them, the ones that are possible in the short term, the ones that could be done in the medium term, and some, like you said, could be done. But be that as it may, I believe you have a local government in place. Some of these requests you're making, I believe some could be solved by the local government. So I want to encourage that they are not just you. A lot of mistakes. They are heaping so much pressure on this. Everything state. No. That's the reason you have local governments. Channel some of these things through them. Like they say in local parlance, in Achona Sokoto. So sometimes you may get your responses, okay, or answers to your issues faster if you channel them to through the local government. And the idea is that the ones they cannot handle, then they can channel to the state, and His Excellency will look into it. It's very difficult to look at every community at the same time. So you have people out, the local governments are like outposts from where issues should be escalated to the center. So, but that does not remove from the fact that yes, your place is like you said, is a border town. People are lacking a few things, but I'm happy you said too that your PAC has been handled. So that same way your PAC have been handled, a lot more facilities there will be taken care of as we go along. Thank you very much, Mr. Ndubisi.
Okay. I guess his questions has been answered. You can still join us if you're just tuning in. 0814-299-1448. The program is Executive Brief. Honorable Commissioner, as we wait for more calls, a lot of projects are still ongoing across the state, both direct labor projects and contract works. Can you give us a breakdown of some of these and what to expect as gradually to the Yuletide and beyond.
Okay. The issue of road infrastructure. Currently, this government has a very strategic infrastructural development agenda, and it's such that we handle roads by contract and roads by direct labor. For direct labor, it speaks to the government zero pothole development initiative, whereby this is no so currently the nation works. I have about 54 direct level projects ongoing, spread across the state, across the three senatorial zones in the state. And recently they completed 2 projects. Those 2 projects are situated in Isialangwa. One is a maintenance project of the fail sections of Opopo. Hello. Is a stretch that measures about 3.6 kilometers, and you now have another very short stretch around the Obingwa. These are the ones they completed, but they've taken in 9 projects into their basket. So it's a continuous process for direct level. Then under contracts, we have 32 contract jobs ongoing across the state as well, and the 32 are doing very well. They are moving, and most of them will be bettered as we enter into the new year. So there are no new contract jobs. Rather, the 32 we have already are being, attended to by different contractors. So that's where we are on the road project. But then, let me say that Abians and residents are enjoying, the state of our roads, the current state of our roads in the state. People are having a very, smooth and comfortable driving experience in the state. What hitherto was known as potholes in Abia and have very bad roads have become a thing of the past that now people drive through. So it's the same thing in the city in Umuahia. In Aba, a lot of roads have been built up. The iconic Port Harcourt Road, of course, when it was commissioned in Umuahia, the Mission Hero, now referred to as Agri Boulevard. All these are the roads that have been built across the state. And if you've been taking note of comments by people returning to the state during this period, one of the first things they talk about is the state of our roads. So it is now those long distances that people travel and time they spend on the road has been cut short. And you can do a dash off from Umuahia to Ara in 45 minutes. Yeah, so it keeps looking good for Abian. So that's where we are with regards to road infrastructure. So as we move into the new year, the trend will continue. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So Abians have been assured of 24 hours security this Yuletide. Ebo Commissioner, can you lend voice to this cheering news from the ESCO yesterday? Before then, let's hear this caller.
Honorable Commissioner, good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead. Your name?
Block mode. Sounds like him. Hello? I can't. Hello? Something is wrong with the call. I can't hear him.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Block mode. Only one day change to the Bilu Motu to the Shell local government. So I'm very, very happy in this program. Obina Pomoto, Ligina, Training of an name after Chineke continue Jesus.
Amen.
This season now, because of the much important. Our brothers and our brothers, I swear they will not, I swear they will not, I will problem not their state. Yeah, they could live on your with the security line, look at government vigilantes. Although the time I teach you may wait, more being it way to share the wicked Java, so that every way and then with the net had local for a native police that can get some of so that they have a Christmas. Will be your dollar. I'm not to do
Amen. Okay, you asked a question as if you took it out of your mouth.
Yes.
Like I did report yesterday during my briefing, the state has made adequate arrangements, security arrangements, not just for this period, but for all times. Abia, without sounding immodest, Abia is well secured. When compared to other states in the southeast and even in the country, you can say that in terms of security, Abia is doing very, very, very well. And to that extent, or in continuation of that, His Excellency has directed the security agencies in the state to ensure 24-hour patrols across the length and breadth of Abia State. And what that means is that all our returnees, just like the last caller said, should feel free to come back. If we're able to secure this state even before this Utah season, I believe we are going to do more, okay, during this Utah season. So there should be no unnecessary anxieties about security. The state is very secure. And all the security agencies are cooperating with His Excellency and the state government to ensure that Abians are secured and their Abia lives are secured and properties as well. So, but it's not all about government. Government has its job to do, but there's a role for the citizens to play, and that role is for them to be very vigilant at this time, to be very responsible, and be ready to report all cases of security breaches or suspicions around wherever they are, either at their homes or on the road or in public places. And that's the reason we say if you see something,
say something.
Yes, don't keep quiet. So that it's information that the security agencies used to work. And I must thank members of the public. Most of them have been coming forward to actually tell government and its agencies, we know that something funny is happening here or there. And more often than not, when our security agencies go to such places, we discover that some untoward things are happening or some unscrupulous elements are doing something around there. So let me use this opportunity to thank Abians, to thank our people, to continue to be steadfast. Abians are very smart people, and they love good things. And that's the reason even their security, they don't joke with their security. We've been getting in a lot of feedback from members of the public. So I can only encourage them to keep doing so and giving us information. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ajay, are we expecting more calls? Time is almost up.
Yeah, maybe network is affecting the calls. They'll call it to cuts. Okay, I think we have one here. Hello, good morning. I love that call. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, good morning. I'm calling from the
Good morning. The name of your place again?
Kenneth.
Kenneth, from where?
Kenneth from the Channel.
Okay, go ahead.
Kenneth from
Kenneth from Iselangwa North.
Yeah, go ahead and be fast. Our time is almost up.
I'm not hearing you, Mr. NDBC.
Anya one the can from the car. I didn't make a lot. That's cool. The kind of the car. Apa channel
That call is broken up.
I'm not hearing him.
Can you shift a bit? Okay. Thank you so much. You can still call back, though our time is fast spent. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling
Good
from.
morning, my dear. Good morning.
Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from.
Honorable Commissioner, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Who is speaking?
It's Mr. Chijoke from Bende Road.
Okay, Mr. Chijoke from Bende Road.
Yes, sir. Honorable Commissioner, I am happy whenever this program is going on. The way people react, the way people comment this government makes me to also add my voice by saying that Adians did not make mistakes in this by bringing this government, because I believe that Alesoti has the mandate of Adians. And I would never stop commending this government, because I know they are moving forward. They are nothing is distracting them. Talking about what our governor has achieved with 2 years, I think we have many, even unreported ones. Honorable Commissioner, let me shock you. Last weekend, I traveled with one of my uncle, and we are heading to a place called Umuahia. And my uncle told me that he will show me another route that our governor is working. I said, let me see now. He mentioned that place, and we decided to pass through that road. You know that we have been talking about Nonya Iloma Acha road, but he showed me another road that leads to Nonya also, and that road is about more than 30 kilometers from Umuahia from Nonya to Umuahia, from Umuahia to Umuahia with Sukwato. So I saw a powerful road project, and this road is a bedding road. So that's what shocked me. It's a bedding road, and most of the community people that I asked, they were happy. They told me that they have suffered for many years, over 40 years, on that road because of that road problem. They told me that if that road will be completed, that it will help them to bring out all the things that they have been, manufactured from their farm. So I want to comment the government, because I was waiting for you to also report that road, but I am happy that I am saying it, and I am confirming.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much,
I
sir.
am commending this government. They should move forward. Nobody will distract this government. Let them move on.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chijoke. Kind comments.
So I think this is where we'll have to pause on this program for today. A lot of people are trying to call in at this last moment, but like I always say, next week, Tuesday is another date. It's been a pleasure having you, Honorable Commissioner, on the program once more.
Thank you, Francis, for having me.
For each more, it's been a pleasure to working with you.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of
Merry Christmas in advance to audience.
Yes, so same to you, Honorable Commissioner. On behalf of the studio, Chukuma Emele Ngige, he's smiling and expecting some good news also from the government for the season.
Yeah. Likewise from all of us here,
all of us,
including myself.
And of course, Victor in the studios, and especially our partner stations, talking about Flow FM, Umuahia, Real FM, Aba, and of course, Family Love Umuahia. This is saying bye for now. Keep it there with us same time next week. I will name yours, Francis.